All right, so we are here again tonight to present to you another wonderful, the most exciting, the most simple online business that there is right now online, right? And we have been really exploding because of the simplicity, because of the transparency of what we are presenting. The business that we are focused on is called LiveGood. You may have heard it, you may have not heard about it, but it is a good thing to be here with us tonight as we expound on what LiveGood is all about. I think the name is a giveaway, but just to tell you more about what it's all about. Our aim is to improve health and to eradicate poverty. And we intend to do it, and we are doing it currently in a safe, in a legal and transparent way. All right. Now, I've asked before, and everywhere I've asked, the same response have been given to me. If you had a choice between health or wealth, which one would you choose? If you had a choice between health or wealth, which one would you choose? And every time I've asked this question, I've gotten the same response. I would choose health. And I think that's a correct response. Health, if you had a choice between health and wealth, I think most persons would go for health. Others would hope that wealth was part of the question or part of the answer as well. But if it's a simple choice between the two, most persons choose health because we value our health, because ultimately, if you do not have health, then you do not have wealth. All right? Because what is it to have the whole world and then you are suffering, you are in pain, your heart is bad, your kidney is gone? In fact, the world and the celebrities are asking persons to do all kind of bad things. We've even heard of human trafficking and donors and so forth, so that they could get a kidney, they could get a heart, again, because they've messed up the one that they have, right? And in the Bible, we had a similar story where a lame man whose health was compromised, he met the apostle Peter and John, and he asked for alms. He asked for money, for wealth. And Peter and John said, we don't have money, but we'll give you something better. In the name of Jesus Christ, rise up and walk. And they gave him back his health. And now, not only had he been given health, but he also was given the potential to acquire wealth. Because if you are healthy, then in most cases, nothing should hinder you from putting that health into use and acquiring wealth in the process, right? But if you are wealthy, there is no guarantee that you're going to be healthy, all right? So it is better to be healthy and then use your health and your healthy status to acquire some wealth. All right, so LiveGood is established to give you both, right? To improve your health and hopefully to eradicate poverty. If you follow the prescribed method, you would also help eradicate your status and others as well. So LiveGood is committed to helping people, right? It is established in the United States of America, in Florida to be exact, and it brings to us the most advanced nutritional supplements on the market. And the reason we call it the most advanced because it is made with only the purest, highest quality, result-oriented ingredients. All right. Now, it does that without the highest price tag of other companies. So whereas you may get this similar product doing the same thing, but usually the price is exorbitant and it's beyond the reach of most of us. All right. So the mission of LiveGood is very straightforward. And LiveGood has been living up to that mantra. All right. To help people get healthy and stay healthy without having to spend a fortune to do it. Now that's as simple as it gets. Can LiveGood measure up to such a high ideal? To get persons healthy, to help people get healthy and to stay healthy. And at the same time, not having to spend a fortune to get it done. If you could go to the hospital and they might get you healthy, They might help you stay healthy, but how much do you have to spend for it? All of your savings. And sometimes it's just one illness. You have been working for 40 years. You have saved, you have built your house, you have a family, and so forth. You have saved something for the difficult times. And then you are diagnosed with one single bad diagnosis. And all your fortune, all of your saving is gone. Sometimes even before you get to do the surgery, the tests, radiography, and this scanning and that CT scan and everything of that sort, and all of your saving is gone in just that one bad diagnosis. So we are saying that we have a method of getting persons healthy and keeping them healthy, and they do not have to spend a fortune to do it. All right. Now, how can we put that together? Who's this person who came up with this bright idea that this can be done? His name is Ben Glensky, all right? He's a co-founder, one of the co-founders, and he's the CEO of this company. Now, he's not coming in as a novice, and he's not wishful thinking. He have been running, and he have also owned successful nutritional supplement company in the past. He have 20 years of experience in that field that he's doing it. So he's not a novice. As a matter of fact, he's a sought-after consultant in this area. And so now he have come up with his own company. Now, he didn't start that way. As I said, he owned other business, and he also run other business as the CEO and managers of other businesses. And over the years, he got despondent with what network marketing was all about, because it meant a lot. It was designed to achieve much and to help many persons, because network marketing is all about people, right? But he saw that it had run out of ideas, and that the method that was being used was detrimental to the business concept, but also it was a drawback to people, that persons were being more like used to have a few persons benefit, but the majority never made anything out of it, right? And when he looked at the industry, he was so dissatisfied with it that he literally resigned, gave up his company, sold it, merged it with another company, and walked away from it. And for almost 5 years, he was out there, and he would not come back into network marketing because he was not satisfied that it was actually benefiting persons, all right? And so, but his friend, Norda Kazan, kept telling him, I think that as I have heard from you, what I can tell, we have talked about it, what is it that irks you about the company, but can we fix it? Is there still something left that network marketing can achieve for people, right? And they talked about it until the COVID. And during COVID, that was a wake-up call for Ben Glensky, because he recognized in COVID, what was the major problem with COVID? Persons' health. And the many persons who did not have good health, what we call basal health, they are the ones who succumb to the illness. And they are the ones who fared very, very badly. Even if they did not succumb, but they got very ill. And then it came to him, if only these persons were better, when COVID hit them, they would have been able to fight COVID. And there are simple things, simple nutrition that people could have taken that would have helped them combat the COVID virus. And then at that point, it came to him that we got to do something about it. There is still something we can do about it. Let's do it. All right. And he and Norda Kazan teamed up with the health people. Ryan Goodkin, Dr. Ryan Goodkin, who is the director of product development. His wife, Lisa Goodkin, is the director of product education. These are the health people. And he teamed up with them and says, we are seeing that the need of the world is healthy living. But healthy living cannot be obtained by being reactive. In other words, if we allow ourselves to be sick and then go to the hospital, go to the pharmacist, go, to get medicine, we are reacting to a problem that either we have created or we have allowed to happen, and sometimes the damages caused cannot be repaired. That is not healthy living. The way you live healthy is by being proactive, preventative medicine. And if persons are educated and they have the supplements that are necessary to keep them from going to the doctor, they would not only be living long, but they would be living healthy. And so Lisa Good can always talk about not just concerned about lifespan, but be concerned about health span. How many years of your life you are living healthy, as opposed to how many years of life you are living? Because a lot of persons are living long, but they are living miserable lives. They spend most of it on doctor's bills, in doctor's offices, at the hospital, doing cutting off this and repairing this and all kind of things. Their life is not wholesome. All right. So we want to talk about healthy living. So LiveGood is a direct sales company, like most other network marketing company. All right. Sell products directly to the consumer. However, unlike most of the other network marketing company, LiveGood is seeing an explosion in interest and growth. And you ask, well, why is that so? Obviously, that's a good question. Why is it so? In 7 months, LiveGood moves from 0 to 500,000 people. We are onto our 10 and a half months now, and LiveGood has over 820,000 people, not persons who have listened to the lecture, persons who have actually joined the company. You ask, why are so many persons joining LiveGood while other well-established network marketing companies are seeing a decline in their interest and a decline in their sales and decline in their growth? Herbalife, Usana, New Skin, some of them have seen over 20% decline in their revenue, right? So whilst the traditional network marketing company is going down, there are other companies that in the same period of time is growing and growing real fast. The Walmart and the Costco and the Amazon, right? Jeff Bezos became a billionaire during that COVID time, right? So why is it so? It cannot be because of COVID. Because if it's because of COVID, why is it that some are growing exponentially while others are down, right? It has to be something more than that. And so as they studied that phenomenon, they recognized that those companies that have a membership module where they for a low fee, they invite persons to join the company and in part become almost like a shareholder of the company, they are seeing growth because they are bringing direct benefits to the consumer. All right. So whereas you see LiveGood came joined that thing and they formulated their module with a membership concept. And in LiveGood, we are able to save at times all up to 75% on buying the product. A product that you will get in another network marketing company, for example, for $100, LiveGood is able to make that product similar to it with maybe even more and better ingredients, and yet we are able to make it and sell it for $25. Now, you know, if you were doing your marketing or shopping or whatever for yourself or your family, and you go to a place where you get the very, very highest quality multivitamin, for example, right, that you can get for $25, and then somebody is trying to get you to buy a similar product. You compare, you look at the ingredient, they have the same thing, same daily value, or even, and yours, and then you notice yours even have some more than what they have. Like, but this whole thing, that one is better. It's sold for $25. Theirs is sold for $100. Tell me, which one would you buy? Well, everybody know which one you're going to buy. You're going to buy the $25 one because you've compared the ingredients and you've seen that it's similar or superior to the other one that is being sold for $100. Not only that, not only would you buy it, but you probably would buy for your children as well. You'll buy for your mother, your father, your grandparents, you know. You have the chance of spending that same $100 and buying 4 for the price of 1, right? You would either buy 1 or 2 and save the money, or you would buy all 4 and you say, you know something, I will give that to my dad because his health have not been doing very well. Let me give that as a gift, right? So LiveGood is a network marketing, but a network marketing that is unlike any other that have existed. right? And why is that so? Let's look at the comparison. Most network marketing company brings to the market a very good product that is steady, a natural ingredient, a natural product, and they study and they've seen the value and they are able to promote this thing. And they said, it is so good, we're not going to sell it in the supermarket. We'll put it by word of mouth, because when persons receive good news, they usually talk about it to somebody else. All right. All right. So you have your friend, you say, you know something, you know what I've been using since I was having this ache in my back, and I got this product and this thing is working for me. Guess what happens to your friend when you tell him that? When he has an ache, or when he hears a friend or a relative of his has that ache, he tells them, I know of someone who told me what he used, and this is what happened. And then the person say, where did he get it from? Well, he bought it on Amazon, or he bought it on in the store down the road. And that person goes down there to get it, because by word of mouth, they trust the person that who gave them the information. And also they want to see if the product would work for them. Well, that is how network marketing works. But network marketing, on the other hand, is usually bringing a product, and they know how to market the product so well that it make it seem that without it, you will die. And so you are willing to spend an exorbitant price for it, and you boast about it that this thing is gonna work. But when you tell your friend the price, you're like, I see what you're saying, you know, but things are not too good by me. And even sometimes when they come and they join and they take the product, they are able to sustain it for 2 months, maybe 3 months. But by the 4th month, they can't continue, because they just can't afford to buy a product $150 US and $200 US and so forth. No matter how good it is, they have to look at the bottom line and see whether they can sustain being on that product for however long, right? So overpriced products are common to network marketing company. Auto ship is common to network marketing company, where you have to, whether you like it or not, at the end of every month or at the beginning of every month, a shipment is sent over to you so you could sell on behalf of the company. If you sell all your shipment for the month, then you make a certain commission, right? And your month and your sale and your commission or your profit is based upon the amount that you sell. Even your rank up, how fast do you rank up in the company is based upon your volume, how much volume of sales you have made, or how much volume of people that you have brought into the company. It's always tied up to, you know, what you have, you know, all the sales that you have made. Now that is frustrating people, because usually at the beginning of the month, all the points that you made for the month is canceled out. You got your commission, that whatever it was, and then you have to start back with a new auto ship, and you have to start back selling again. You go back to the same individual that you sold the first time. They said, well, I still have from the one you gave me the last time. I'm not able to buy this month. And this month, and so pretty soon people are hiding themselves away from you because you're trying to get them to buy, and they do not have the money. They know the product is good. They're not chastising the product, but they just cannot continue to buy it because the price is so exorbitant. Well, LiveGood has changed all of that. None of what I just mentioned is part of LiveGood. All right. And not only that, and not only are we have canceled this out, we have a membership concept, and we do not have to buy or sell in the company. You choose to buy or sell if you want to. There are benefits and bonus for you buying and selling, but it's not a must, it's not compulsory, right? You choose to buy a product for yourself. This month you can afford to buy, the next month you can't afford. No one is with a whip on your back saying that you need to buy this product, or else you're not going to make any profit, or else you're not going to get any benefit. No, it's completely different. I'm going to show you how, all right? Not only that, LiveGood actually, beyond the fact that they give benefits, direct benefit by giving you discount as a member, so you are actually saving. And someone said to me that $1 saved is $1 earned. And that is true. If you have worked for money and then you spend it, or you go to the shop and it's taken away from you, you feel like, wow, I worked so much hours for that, and just buying 2, 3, 4 grocery items and it's gone, right? You feel robbed. But if you went to another place that was actually removing $1 here and $1 there and 50 cents there, you are actually saving, so that you bought the same amount of product, but you were able to retain some. Guess where you're going to shop next month? The very same place that you get in the discount, right? Well, LiveGood is doing that. But not only that, LiveGood is also giving money back. So it's not just helping you save, but giving money back. Amazon, a lot of persons are on Amazon. They have joined Amazon and they're paying for Amazon Prime to save 5% on their cash back on their Amazon purchases. Over 200 million. They're paying $15, $14.99 every month just to stay, just to remain a member so that they could get the discount or whatever item they order in. Walmart, $12.95 a month, and they get free benefits in the store. They may get some price fuel discount. They might even get a free delivery of their merchandise or what they have purchased, right? So, and because of that, for free delivery, they become members of Walmart and they would stay on. Persons on Netflix, what's the benefit? 232 million persons have joined on Netflix, paying $9.99 a month for what? So that they would watch unlimited ad-free movies. Now, I think there are better ways to spend your money, but that's what that excites the persons. That's what they want to do. They can watch the same thing online, but there are ads, and they don't want the ads. So they just willing to spend the $9.99 and be able to watch ad-free movies, buy shows, mobile games, and so forth, right? And persons are willing to do that. So LiveGood has a module that has a membership of just $9.95, right? And you will see what are the products that you are able to make you actually get from LiveGood, and how result-oriented these products are, how the pure nature of the product, the genuineness of the product, and the fact is the product actually works. It gets results. And persons who are on it, although they do not have an obligation to remain on it and to buy products, but they are buying. Why are they buying? Because they're getting direct benefit in their health. They are seeing improvement. They are seeing reversal of condition. They are seeing the immune system building up, and they are resisting disease that they otherwise would have gotten. All right. And because of that, they're saying my health is getting improved. I will continue to buy the product, even if I don't have an obligation to buy it. But I will buy it as I can. There's no one telling me I need to buy this and I need to buy that. But as I can, I'll do it for my health, because that's my greatest wealth. All right. Now, I'm going to talk to you about some product that I will first let you know that, as a disclaimer, the FDA has not evaluated what I'm going to say. But you can go to online sources. You can go on the Google. If I put up, talk about an ingredient, talk about a mineral, you can go there and see it yourself, right? But, you can see it yourself. But because it's not a medicine, I cannot say that it was intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent the disease. Only that statement is only exclusive to medicine, drugs, all right? That's how the FDA, that's the laws that they have. However, what I can say is that your various deficiencies in your body can be addressed by nutritional products, because God made us, and God made the food that we eat to keep us healthy, and also to repair and restore health when it is damaged, right? And so if you take these items, you're only preventing, but you're also restoring. Many times when we talk about products and supplements, it's usually about your body, right? The state of your heart, your immune system, and so forth. And we have this, I'm going to talk about it. But here's what I want to talk about first: your brain. How much nutrients do you know that actually works for your brain? And do they actually work? Some persons will boast that this thing good and it's good for memory and so forth and so forth. But do you actually see results? Now, here's why I'm going to show you this. Our brain is the most important organ in our body. All right? Without our brain, we literally cannot function. Any task, any activity cannot be done, because you need brain power to think and to analyze and to decide what you should do, how you should do it, when you should do it. All right? That's how we living people work. All right? And that's what separates us from the animal kingdom, because instinct sometimes. They feel it, they feel the hunger pain, and they just go for it. They don't care what's the danger on the other side, right? But we have to think and analyze and say, it may look good, but it at the end will be detrimental, so let me stay away from it. All right. So, but even the simple things we have to do in life, we need mental clarity. We need strong memory to remember the things that are good and bad and to avoid the things that are bad and so forth. So we need all of that. Creative problem solving ability. All of that is dependent on what is called mitochondrial energy level, right? Let me explain. Every cell in our body has inside of it called a powerhouse where the energy for the cell is being produced. And that is called your mitochondria. As you age, the mitochondrial energy level begins to decline. In other words, what you are able, and it's natural even in your physical ability, what you were able to produce when you were young and strong, you're not able to do as you start to age. Well, the very same thing in the cells of your memory cells and your brain cells, right? Your mitochondrial level begins to decline. And it starts declining very early. From between age 30 and 40, it starts to decline. By the time you reach 60, it has gone down pretty far, right? And so forth. And so because the energy level that stimulates and that energizes your memory cells is half of what it used to be, then your mental clarity and mental agility is also half of what it used to be. Your attention level is also decreased, so that the things that you used to memorize when you were a kid, you can't do it now. No matter how much you try, no matter how many times you walk around the room and you read this thing several times, you can't remember it as well as when you were a kid. When you were kids, like a sponge, the teacher says something and the children come and repeat it. They give them a jingle and they know it, you know. You listen to the sounds that some persons listen to, and the young people are able to recite and memorize and to sing the songs, and you're like, you can't even understand what the singer is saying, right? And they're able to retain these things. And if for something good, would they be able to retain? Yes, they can, because the mitochondrial level is thing. But what you expose yourself to is what you're gonna know. All right. So as your mitochondrial level decreases, your soul also is your attention, your memory, and everything of that sort. All right. And so on your ability to learn and to perform. So what can you do to improve your mitochondrial energy level? Well, LiveGood has not, and that's not new for LiveGood, because methylene blue has been designated by the WHO as one of the essential medicine that people ought to have, an essential medicine. But for the last 300 years, persons have been known about it, but it has been kept secret, right? Hardly anybody have heard about methylene blue, right? But methylene blue has the ability to increase the amount of oxygen that is delivered to the mitochondria, the brain cell, and to enter into the mitochondria to produce the energy for that cell. So oxygen is needed for respiration to produce energy and to produce what is called ATP. And so if you are able to deliver more oxygen to the brain cell, then you are actually reviving the cell and reviving your ability to retain information and to enhance your memory. All right. And so methylene blue does that. Methylene blue is a simple product that is produced from plant base, get it in plant, and it is able to help enhance your memory. It protects your brain cells, obviously, and it also supports your mood. And if your brain cells and so forth are not just the one that have to do with memory, but the one that has to do with mood and your ability to cope with various things, your stress level and so forth, focus and cognition, all of that is improved by this methylene blue. All right, the methylene blue is it's a strip that is placed on your tongue. It melts, and then it goes into your bloodstream. All right, and at the end we could tell you how you can use it. We also have multivitamins. Our multivitamins has 24 vitamins and minerals, right? 24 vitamins and minerals, and they are good for your immune and cardiovascular. Here's what I was going to tell you. The studies have shown that 9 out of 10 Americans, now I tell you, the studies America, that's where the data is. and so forth. But that is so, right? It's not much different from us in the Caribbean. It's because we pretty much consume the very same thing the Americans are consuming, right? And so 9 out of 10 Americans are deficient in one or more minerals or vitamins. That means most persons are not getting in everything they need in their body from the food that they consume. As a result, we do not digest food properly. As a result, our organs begin to fail, and the way that the organs were supposed to function, it's no longer functioning that way. Our immune system breaks down, and we are susceptible to disease. All right. And so the one way is that you can is to have better meals, but even the meals themselves is deficient. The money that you need to buy the meal is also a problem because the products are so much more expensive. Inflation is just jacking up everything. And so you have to settle for where your money can reach, which may not be the best product, right? Because you just can't buy the organic, plant-based and all of these things. You cannot buy all of that. So you have to settle for where you can reach because you have to eat. And so you're getting less and less of the important nutrients that you need to have. But what if you have a multivitamin that pretty much has everything that you need? All the vitamins, 24 vitamins and minerals that is essential for your body at a concentration that is even above what you require for the day, right? It means that you are supplementing where your food is not able to reach. You are supplementing in such a way that is getting your cells all the nutrient that it needs to survive and to actually function at peak level. All right. And our multivitamins, there is one designated for women and one designated for men. There are certain concentration or certain items in here that are exclusive for women. The iron, for example, ladies need the blood and so forth more than us because they lose on a monthly basis and we don't, right? So you see that in the female multivitamin and some other stuff that they have that is specific to women. In the multivitamin for men, there is a product here at the bottom here. If you look at it, you'll see lycopene. Lycopene is not in the female. In fact, they put cranberry for lycopene in here, right? But lycopene is essential for men's prostate. Well, men have prostate, ladies do not have prostate. So why would you want lycopene in a lady's multivitamin? They don't need it, right? So it's ours designed for the man. And so you get, if you're a man, you get a multivitamin for men. If you're a woman, you get for the female. And this actually meets your need for the day. All right. Then and when you look at our price, it's just $9.95. Now here is another wonderful multivitamins from Metagenics. It's a phytomulti, that means it's made from plant-based. And however, the price is $47.45. Ours, completely plant-based, is only $9.95. Now, Medica has a wonderful multivitamins for men, similar, have all good vitamins in it, but the price is $29. Ours is $9. That's 1/3 of the price. And so you can see when we talk about saving 75%, look at here. By just buying ours, you're saving 79% as opposed to buying from Metagenics. All right. And this one, you're saving 65% still in the region. So you can see that LiveGood is bringing the very best product on the market and at a fraction of the cost you would find elsewhere. All right. Vitamin D, the D3 and K. I was speaking to my nephew today and talking about how we need to spend time in the sun, in as much as we Caribbean people tend to run away from the sun. But a friend told me today, thank God for the sun today. I rather the sun 10 times more than the rain, and that's good because when you spend time in the sun, I mean, for one, it is bright and it is dry and, you can move around and all your trafficking and everything can be done properly, much more efficiently. But beyond that, as you spend time in the sun, it actually helps your health, right? And the reason is because your vitamin D is the most important vitamin our bodies need to maintain a healthy immune system. Vitamin D, did you know that? Right? But the fact is, many or more people are deficient in vitamin D than any other vitamin on the planet. Here's why. Vitamin D is less in the food that we eat than any other vitamin. Because ultimately, our maker designed that we should get most of our vitamin D from the sun and not from the food that we eat. Maybe he knew ahead of time that the food would not be able to produce enough, and so many persons will not be able to buy the food. And so he said, the most important vitamin D, that vitamin you need for your body, I will give it to you freely in a different way. And that is for the sun that none of us have control over. And he is providing the sun all across the world so that more persons can receive the vitamin D that they need to help protect them from disease and illnesses. That's a wonderful concept, right? And so it is produced as the sun, the ultraviolet light hits the skin, right? Your body can produce vitamin D. But the fact is, most of us are not spending time in the sunlight. In the sun, we are running away from the sun. We use umbrellas, we use tinted vehicles, and so our windows are all up, and we drive in aircon, even if the sun is blazing and nice, and the wind is blowing, and you're driving fast, and you get a nice breeze into your vehicle. Some of us are all tinted up and all, air conditioned. That's not good, right? We need the direct sunlight on our face and our body and our arms and so forth for us to produce the vitamin D. All right, so we need more sunlight than that. So parents, when the children are playing in the sun, don't tell them go out, get out of the sun. Let them take a good bath. Let them take a good dose of it, right? Especially if they're darker skin, they even need more exposure than if they're lighter skin. All right, but because of the melanin in the skin that give you the dark complexion, it also bars it's a barrier for the penetration of the ultraviolet B. And so you need more exposure in the sun to get enough to penetrate through the melanin barrier to enter into your skin to get the process of the production of what is called cholecalciferol, right? And that is the vitamin D that is produced from the sunlight, all right? Gets into the liver, hydroxyl group is added, goes into the kidney, another hydroxyl group is added, and then it is complete, where you get what is called 125 dihydroxy vitamin D, or calcitriol, sorry, all right? So this is the most potent, most important form of vitamin D. What is vitamin D needed for? It is needed for the absorption of calcium and phosphorus, right? Without vitamin D, your body does not absorb calcium. So you thought that you were taking calcium tablets, you thought that you were drinking milk, and you thought that you were doing all these kind of things in your Irish potatoes or whatever to have enough calcium, only to find out your body is deficient in calcium. Why? Because you do not have enough vitamin D. Here is a news flash. If you are just going to supplement and you want to get calcium, get a calcium that has vitamin D. All right? Especially if you yourself do not spend much time in the sun. Even more so, you get the LiveGood vitamin D and the LiveGood multivitamins, and you will get what you need. All right. So that is important for women who are post-menopause. Vitamin D is even more important because they are at greater risk for osteoporosis. Persons who are always sick, always with the flu, respiratory problem, and so forth. You need more exposure to vitamin D so that you can get more into your system. It is good. It is the #1 vitamins for, as we said, for the immune system. Beyond that, vitamin D is also important for the production or for the improvement of the function of your muscle, right? Vitamin D is also important in the reduction of inflammation. And I'll talk about inflammation a little more just now. It's also important in regulating the glucose metabolism. So persons who are diabetic or even pre-diabetic and so forth, you want to be on that because it helps regulate how glucose is metabolized in your body so that you can get rid of that sugar before it settles in and gives you high glucose level in your blood. All right, so you want to be able to know that. Vitamin D also, our vitamin D has vitamin K, and vitamin K is also essential because not only does it enhance the function and support the function of vitamin D, but it also helps ensure that calcium reach the bones, right? To maintain a healthy bone density, right? It also helps with maintaining healthy blood and heart function, right? The other thing it does, it prevents the buildup of calcium in the artery. The buildup of calcium in the artery leads to a condition called atherosclerosis, right? And that atherosclerosis gets this cholesterol and this plaque cell, and then you get a blood clot, what is called a blood clot, right? Or you can get a vein, an artery or vein, what is called occlusion, where the artery begins, the opening of the artery is narrowed because of the buildup of these sediments inside of it. That leads to, first, you begin to get chest pain. When you try to exercise or you try to walk, you get chest pain, a condition called angina pectoris. And beyond that, as it progresses even further, you can get a heart attack, you can get a stroke, you can get something called intermittent claudication in the leg, or you can get this blood, the clots dislodging from where it is and traveling through the veins, right? Through the artery and through the capillary, eventually getting lodged into a place and giving you a stroke. So if you have a vitamin D, vitamin K that helps prevent these things, you are doing well for your body. All right. Our vitamin D is just $8.50, just as easy as that. Now ultra magnesium. What do you know about it? We need magnesium more than you ever knew. Magnesium is involved in over 300 chemical reactions in our bodies every single day. 300 biochemical reactions. So imagine if you don't have magnesium or you don't have enough magnesium, what would happen to your muscle, to your nerve, and to your energy support, right? Your body will not have energy. You will not be able, your heart will have problem. You're even managing things like stress, right? And your bone density and your ability to exercise, all of these things will be compromised, right? This and that is your heart, the rhythm of your heart. Have your heart have a normal rhythm. All of that is not vitamin, but magnesium is involved in all of these things happening, right? It also helps manage blood sugar in persons with diabetes. So just like vitamin D, also magnesium is involved in sugar metabolism and managing your sugar. So somebody who have diabetes, here is a good product that you need to put on your thing. Somebody who's involved in exercise or maybe just doing your workout so that you could reduce weight and so forth, that is important. It helps reduce pain and helps maintain stress. Here is something else it helps with: sleep. If you do not have enough magnesium, you will have difficulty sleeping, right? And the magnesium that we have, ultra magnesium complex, actually works. I can tell you for a fact it works because I've used it myself. I've never had a problem with sleeping, so I can't say it works for me because I didn't have a problem with sleeping. But my sister-in-law, the very first product that she bought from LiveGood when she joined was magnesium and Super Red. I think Super Green or whatever, but magnesium was part of it. And she told me several times. She told me I had a problem sleeping. And even when I slept just for a few hours, and I'll get up and not sleep again. But from the time I began taking magnesium, I'm sleeping like a baby. The last time she came to me, she said, "You see that magnesium thing? I think I will stop it because I'm sleeping too much." She said, "I'm sleeping too much." And she gave me an incident where she left, and at 8 o'clock, she was out because she had taken her magnesium until when she got up, and her family, she left them and she didn't know when she fell asleep. And then when she got up, the whole house was open. Everybody went to sleep thinking that she was just resting on the sofa and she was going to get up and she'll close as usual. And they went to bed, the kids. And when she got up, at 1 o'clock in the morning, she saw the entire house was open. She's like, "What? How long did I sleep?" You know, she had been sleeping all that time because she took her magnesium. And she said to me, I think I will stop that magnesium. It's making me sleep too much. But the fact is, it's working. And that's the important thing. So instead of you having to take Valium or Ativan or, you know, or this Xanax or whatever to help you with your stress and to help you with your sleeping, get your magnesium, natural, mineral, and it will give you that sleep, that good sleep, right? And you'll sleep as you should. So here it is, wonderful, for just $8.95, right? Compared to the others on the market, ours is, and it's a no-brainer, right? So magnesium important. Super Red, if you never heard about it, you need to hear about it. Super Red, I do not do. I traveled yesterday to another country, but I took my Super Red with me. I wasn't sure. I said, you think you're gonna let me pass with it? Yep, I sealed it properly. It looked like it was still new. They let me pass with it. I had no problem. Super Red has to go with me wherever I go. Cardiovascular health, circulation, sexual health, brain and cognitive function. We talk about methylene blue. Here's another one that works for brain. Now, when it talks about healthy aging, we're all growing old, but do you want to grow old healthily? Or do you want to grow old by always spending time in the doctor's office? Well, you need to have a good heart. The health of your heart is important. It gets old, it gets used up, and it does not work as it was supposed to be. The best way to keep your heart healthy is a diet rich in red fruits and vegetables. All right? Red fruits and vegetables. The thing is that most of us are not getting enough. And not because we don't want to, but because we can't afford it. The raspberry, a friend of mine I met just this week, and she told me I needed to take the price of this. The thing was being sold for a certain price, and when I went yesterday, it was $10 more. I actually took a picture of it to say, this is ridiculous, to show person's. And she said, when I went back yesterday I took the price, it was $10. I went back today, they had added another $1 onto it. So it's $11 more than it used to be just a week ago. Raspberry, right? How can we afford that? We can't. We just can't, because the prices just keep going up and up and up. But if you have a product that is produced as total organic, plant-based, with all of the raspberry, the pomegranate, the beetroot, and all of these things inside of it, that is so rich and it just looks rich, right? And it produces all of that. And for a price of just $18, you would go for that every time, because you're getting a complete superfood, right? With all of the essential red and vitamin fruits and vegetables. You get all of that for just that minimum price, right? It is good as a vasodilator in your body. It produces or helps the production of nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is the vasodilator of the body. And as nitric oxide is produced by the body, it lowers your blood pressure and increases your blood circulation. All right? The thing is, as we begin to get older, our body stops producing or produces much less nitric oxide. And that leads to a weaker immune system, lower energy and libido. It begins to lead to brain fog and also high blood pressure. So that is the reason when you were young, you were eating as you were eating salty food and would never got high blood pressure. As soon as you begin to age, pressure starts going up and staying up. Your body is producing less nitric oxide, right? How do you stimulate the production of nitric oxide? The products in Super Red, right? So yes, the antioxidants, these powerful red products have been shown to increase your nitric oxide level, right? There is a protein called arginine. And arginine here, now you don't have to learn all of that. That's for us going to school, to pharmacy school. But arginine here is used to produce nitric oxide. And when nitric oxide is produced, it activates another enzyme called guanylyl cyclase that converts GTP to cyclic GMP. That you need to know. Cyclic GMP is what is stimulated by nitric oxide production, and this is what causes the relaxation of your veins and your muscle. As that relaxation takes place, more blood flows through the veins and circulates throughout your body. Gets to your brain, gets to your heart, gets to every organ, every cell. It brings in oxygen and brings in nutrients, right? If there is contraction of the muscle, then it pushes the blood out and very little goes through. And there's a lot of pressure on the wall that leads to high blood pressure, all right? That same concept, that same cyclic GMP is what causes a man to have an erection, right? And if he doesn't have that production of cyclic GMP, he won't be potent. And that's why it is good for sexual health as well. The science is very, very clear and very, very straightforward. All right. And so cyclic, and we have what is in super red: alfalfa grass, barley grass, beetroots, wheatgrass, hawthornberry. Hawthornberry is a powerfully antioxidant rich compound. Aronia fruit berry, that is the most maybe highest vitamin packed superfood that you can find. Spinach, pomegranate, grapeseed, all of these things, the raspberry and strawberries, and all of these things are in there. And this is what that mix up. It's called the cardiovascular power, right? And so it is good for cardiovascular, circulation, sexual health, brain, and cognitive function. All right, super red, you want to have that for just $18. Super green, and look, when you look at the comparison to other products that's just as good, similar, but what are the price? $69 for Organifi red juice, $39.45 for super beets. Only have beets, basically. Ours have beets and alfalfa and barley and aronia and all of these things for just a fraction of the price, you see. So that's why our product, that is why LiveGood is growing so much. That is why so many persons are leaving their former network marketing company and joining over to LiveGood and telling their friends about it, right? It's not being advertised on TV. Persons are speaking to others, sharing the link with others, bringing them to these presentations, and persons are joining. 820,000 persons in just over 10 months of LiveGood as a company. By the end of the year, it is on the trajectory that is going. We could be at 1 million members, bona fide members, right? In 1 year of the company, right? The question is, are you on board? And if you're not on board, why are you not on board, right? Because persons are getting direct benefit. That's why they are here, right? Super green is the counterpart to super red. Now we're talking about the green line of fruits and vegetables. Everybody know that this is good, right? Good for your guts, good for your brain, good for your immune system. This is what the greens are for, right? And so you have the super green. When you look at it, the price is the same. It helps with your digestive. It helps with your immune system. It helps with every it isn't a detox for your system, right? And it is caffeine free. It is nut free. It is vegan. It is, just name it. Everything, gluten free. So you know that you are getting a product that is really, really wholesome. You have nothing to worry about. No side effects with this thing. It's just beautiful, right? And you are actually building up your immune system and helping your heart and all of that. Protein. A lot of persons want to leave the red meat. They want to leave the flesh and want to get onto a more plant-based diet where we have complete plant-based protein, right? And that helps restore and rebuild your muscle and your joints. It helps maintain a lean body. As a matter of fact, it actually helps you lose weight, right? And it strengthens your muscles. It builds up your muscles and so forth. And it replaces the fat with muscles, right? And so it actually works. I know that it works. I can tell you firsthand that it works, right? I'm not talking about what somebody tell me, all right? It fortifies it has all the essential amino acid that you need, and also has 26 vitamins and minerals. So you know you're taking a super protein supplement. Persons who are into gym and bodybuilding and so forth, you want to have this on your plate as well. All right, very, very good. The price is just $22. Total vegan, $62. Chuvani, $60. Ours is just $22. So you see that essential amino acid. I have this one. I love this one. When we go to work and sometimes you feel tired, your energy is down, your focus is, you're not focusing properly, you're making mistakes because you're just brain tired. this amino acid actually works. Amino acid is the simplest form of protein, natural product that every protein that you eat has to be broken down into amino acids for your body to use it. And you're getting it directly in the simplest form. Your body uses it right away. It works almost instantly. I remember my wife was doing exercise and that afternoon she said, I don't feel it. I don't feel it. I feel tired. And I said, have a scoop of my amino acid. Put it in some water and she drank it. And within 10 minutes, she came back and told me, this thing actually works. I'm feeling energy. I said, that's what it's there for. That's what it's doing for. Energy, right? And it actually works. I know that this thing works, all right? When I've used it on the afternoon, especially when you're coming back from work after a long day, you have to do a long drive. Sometimes you feel tired and sleepy when you're driving in the evening. And you take your amino acid and it actually keeps you alert and focused. So it actually works, I know that. And it's all natural product, all right? You get your electrolytes, you get your branched chain amino acid in there, and it actually works. So that's a good product that you want to have. There's a new product, the newest product that just came on is creatine. And creatine is the most studied supplement in the last 50 years, right? Persons who are into gymming, they have been using creatine, and they have found out that creatine is so. In fact, they have not found any side effect with it. 100% of the time they have used it, they are found to be effective, right? It increased muscle mass, it increased strength, and exercise performance. It lowers your blood sugar and improves your brain function, all right? And when you have lack of creatine in your system, it's a natural product that is produced in the muscle. 95% is produced in the muscle. 5% you might get in the heart and in the testes of men, but 95% is in the muscle, right? Creatine. And it is there to give energy and power and strength and growth to your muscle. It also helps in recovery of your muscle after you've done exercise and so forth, after you've run and so forth, the recovering of your muscle, right? So that is very, very good, especially if you're into bodybuilding and gymming, or maybe you're an athlete and so forth. That is a very, very good product you want to have. All right. Now they have added HMB to it. HMB is a product called beta hydroxy beta methyl butyrate. Sound like a long name. It is a long name, but it is really, really, really good as a supplement. They have shown that to be one of the finest, safest product that is available. They have not recorded any side effect with it. They have been using it for many, many years. It works alongside creatine, all right? And what it does, it helps to prevent muscle breakdown during exercise. And even when the muscle breaks down, or prevent muscle loss. And when the muscle, is used up and it's because sometimes, when you have to get bigger, you kind of pump a little harder and so forth. It causes damage to your muscle, but it actually helps to rebuild or to recover, accelerate your muscle recovery, so that the pain, if you ever did exercise, you know that after you started a few days, you would feel all your muscles are hurting. That's muscle damage, right? And sometimes when you continue to do it, it gets better, right? Sometimes a whole week you're not able to use the arm. You can feel pain because you did a lot of damage to your muscles that have not been engaged for a while. So this HMB actually helps your muscle recover much quicker and prevent muscle loss. So it's very good for athletes. Love it. It improves muscle strength, reduce recovery time, promote maximum endurance, and support weight management and so forth. All right. So this is a good product. Our price just $19.95. Next one, by Bionics, same product, same ingredients, $65. Transparent Labs have theirs, $48.99, $49. Ours is less than $20. So you can see what LiveGood is all about. Getting persons healthy, keeping them healthy, and not having to spend a fortune to do it. Factor 4 is of now the first and only inflammatory management supplement that have been formulated with 4 of the world's most powerful anti-inflammatory ingredients. Omega, you get from the fish oil, turmeric, CoQ10, and garlic, right? These help to control and even reverse inflammation. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you about inflammation. Chronic inflammation disease is the #1 cause of sickness and death in the world. 50% of everybody who die from a chronic inflammatory disease. Inflammation. What are we talking about? Heart disease, stroke, cancer, diabetes, kidney, liver problem are all as a result of inflammation in the body. These are the things that kills people. So when you have a product, natural product, turmeric, garlic, if you have natural product that can reverse and even control that inflammation, you know what you're doing with regards to this thing. You are helping reverse these conditions, right? Reverse them, right? So that you're actually getting yourself healthy. Your healthy circulation, promote immune health. It also helps with your inflammation that you have in the bones and your muscles and your joints and so forth. So you're talking about a very, very good product with very simple products, but a very powerful antioxidant, right? The price is just $18.50. Again, persons who use coffee, I always say there is that coffee that is made, is designed, I guess they use the coffee flavor, but I guess in time they've talked about maybe using other flavors for persons who are not coffee drinkers, but it actually helps persons to lose weight. It has some functional, 6 functional mushrooms that are actually powerful in helping persons to lose weight. It also helps reduce the fiber inside helps reduce person's desire to be eating and snacking between meals, so it helps control that appetite so that you don't overeat and put on the weight that you probably want to lose. It's also good. It has what is called Peruvian ginseng that is good for memory and improving your mood and so forth, and also help with brain function and so forth. So and fat and even burning of fat. So this one is specifically designed for persons who want to lose weight. And so you want to if you use the coffee or caffeine, then you can use it. Although I was told it doesn't have much inside of it. There is CBD. Now CBD is now one of the most studied compound now. What is CBD? Cannabidiol. Cannabidiol is obtained from the cannabis plant. So cannabidiol, cannabis. And it is one of 113 cannabinoids that have been extracted from the cannabis plant. Of the 113, there is one called THC. I'm going through it very slowly so persons can understand it. THC is what causes persons to get a high when they smoke marijuana. That's one out of the 113 cannabinoids that they have found in the cannabis plant. There's one called THC. This is the one that causes you remove THC from cannabis and no one will get a high or get addicted to it. All right? Because the most of the plant are actually really, really good, except that one that causes the high. So cannabidiol is a different kind of cannabinoid. It's called a phytocannabinoid. And it is, they're studying it very well because what you've heard of medicinal marijuana, this actually is what they're studying, the CBD. That CBD is good for depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder. It's good for arthritis. It's good for pain, seizures, asthma. I mean, just name it. They just, as they continue to study it and study it and study it, they found out so much stuff is good about the plant. And so they're extracting the CBD out of the plant and they're using it in medicine and so forth. Everything I have on the list here, you can see in blue, have been tested and tried and proven scientifically that it actually works. I'm not talking about anything people are saying that it works. I'm saying that you can go on Google or any online thing and look at CBD or CBD and look at the benefits and you will get that and many more than I can even put on this page, right? So when the whole drug thing was on, because it caused the high and so forth, they just banned the whole tree and said everything about it is bad. and they were persecuting the Rastas and everybody else that was using it for it. Now they realize, well, they made a mistake and they don't want to say I'm sorry or whatever. So they just say, okay, we will decriminalize it and so forth and so forth. But I'm still saying to you, listen to me very carefully. Anything that is smoked is going to cause a lung problem. Tobacco, banana leaves, paper, plastic, no matter what is smoked, will cause lung problem. My advice to everyone, stop smoking. Right? If you think that you can get the CBD or there is benefit to a plant, make a tea with it, drink it, but do not smoke it. Whether it's dry, it's green, any otherwise. I work as a pharmacist. I see too many young people dying with COPD because of smoking. And no matter one pass away, two more takes the bed. Right? It's as bad as that down in the St. Lucia where I live. And I know it's across the Caribbean. People are dying because they're smoking, whether it's tobacco they're smoking, whether it's marijuana they're smoking, whether it's whatever they're smoking, they are dying with CBD, with the condition, right? COPD, all right? So please stop the smoking, all right? But if you can get benefit from CBD, nothing to do with getting high, nothing to do with getting addicted, you can get benefit. We even have made one for a double strength, 150 milligrams, and there's also one for your pets, all right? That if your pet is good for anxiety, it's good for pain relief, and much more for your animals as well, the same benefit that you will get with the others. Now, when you look at the CBD, when I say the CBD that is in LiveGood, when you look at that and you look at the concentration of CBD, 750 milligrams for only $18, pure CBD, all right? $18. When you look at the next best thing on the market, Green Roads have a 550 milligram CBD for $90. 550 milligrams compared to 750 milligrams, 200 milligrams more of pure CBD for 1/5 of the price in LiveGood. Young Living has a 500 milligram CBD that is 250 milligrams less, and theirs is for $80. So CBD has been selling for a lot of money and people have been buying, but now we are able to produce it and sell it for a fraction of the price, and persons are buying it. Now, unfortunately for us in the Caribbean, a lot of the Caribbean countries, we are not able to import it because of the laws are still restrictive to allowing anything that have to do with the cannabis plant. So you're not able to, I know in St. Lucia it's against the law to bring it in. They will seize it, the custom officer will seize it on the market when you bring it in, and many of the Caribbean countries. But Jamaica, it is open and they are using it and they can test, and they have been able to testify how much it works, right? Canada, for example, you can't bring it in. So there are countries that you cannot bring it in, but others have opened up their redo their legislation, and there are great talks about it down now in my country, where they are they're working on the legislation to allow certain amount to come in and for persons to be able to use for their medicinal purposes. All right. There is other products that we have that deals with the skin. If you want to remove the wrinkles and the bags and so forth under your eye, and so forth, this actually works. I actually have this product, and it actually, you can feel how it works, all right? There is an ageless. In fact, I travel, but I also travel with my ageless. Ageless is good. I like the science behind it because the science behind it tells you that it works. It has what is called collagen. And collagen our skin is made up of 75% collagen. As you begin to grow old, your body stops producing collagen. And that leads to the development of wrinkles, the drying of your skin. All right. And then you lose that radiance and that plumpness about your skin. The difference between the young and the old. All right. Collagen, if collagen is put back into your skin, it keeps you from getting old quickly. In other words, it allows you to age gracefully. All right. And if you this one contains 12 of fruits and vegetables that have been shown to cause rejuvenation of the skin. and cause your body to reproduce, to continue to produce collagen much longer than it would otherwise. And so that's it, actually making persons look younger, stay younger, much faster, much longer. All right, not expensive, just $15. All right, so and the other things we have collagen peptide. That one is important. As I said, the body is made of, the most abundant protein in the body is collagen. This one is a higher concentration of collagen because this one helps to give your body. Collagen is what holds your cells together and gives your body strength and structure. So when your collagen begins to diminish as the body stops producing, you yourself, you notice that older persons begin to get hatchback and so forth. You know, you're just getting older, you can't walk properly, the knees are stiff and so forth. All of these things is because of the lack of collagen. If able to get that back into your system, and it will help with the pain, the tightness, the stiffness that you have in your muscles, your joints and so forth, and the pain that you have. Even your hair and your nails gets weak and brittle when there is not enough collagen in your system. So all of these things can be kind of reversed and can hold back on it progressing, right, with these products. And these are all natural products. Probably you never heard of it, but it actually works. There is a CBD pain cream that's talking about CBD. There are patches that we have made from fruits and vegetables that helps with energy and focus. And it works for 8 hours. You put the patch on the inside of your hands, here on your shoulder, and you leave it overnight if you want to sleep. And these are all fruits and vegetables that helps with calming your senses and allowing you to sleep. And you get a very nice 8-hour sleep, deep sleep and everything. You feel refreshed and energized in the morning. All right. And of course, if you want everything that I've talked about, and they keep adding all the time, $320 will get you all of everything there. If you like me that do not have the access to the CBD products, then you can get it for $230 without the CBD products I mentioned. And so it's a cheaper, if you buy the whole pack, it's cheaper. But there are other things that you can buy. You can buy the daily essential pack that only contains the multivitamins, the vitamin D and so forth, $27.40. You can, if you want the lean body pack, that is, for losing the weight and so forth. So there are different packs that they have. But again, you can buy them single. You don't have to buy the entire pack. You can buy what you need when you need it. You can buy the t-shirt. You can buy the cap. You can buy the shaker bottle. All the accessories that come along with it. It helps you promote it. People see your cap and they tell you, what's that product? What's that? I love to see that cap. What it's all about. It helps you promote your product and tell persons about it. Now, having gone through all of that, I've told you all the ways that LiveGood why it was established to help persons get better and stay healthy, to help persons get healthy and stay healthy. I've showed you the products that we have. All of them are, mostly all of them are plant, maybe 90% are plant-based. Another one, we have fish oil, like the factor 4 and so forth, just for the purpose, so, but we are cruelty free. In other words, we don't kill animals to get vitamins for you. We deal with the plants and the plant material that the Almighty has put here on the earth. And the intention here and the method here is to get persons to prevent getting sick, as opposed to trying to, after they're sick, to go and get medicine and pop in some tablets. That's not health, right? That is just trying to patch in and to take care and to relieve pain and so forth. You're dealing with symptoms, you're not dealing with the core problems. But this is the way that you deal with it, using your food and your supplements to actually keep you healthy. Now, you say, I want to be part of LiveGood. I've heard enough. That's not enough. That is about the drugs. But here is what LiveGood also does. LiveGood gives you the opportunity to earn money, right? By being part of LiveGood, by ranking up in LiveGood, by sharing that concept with others. It actually gives you money back. How does it do that? First of all, to be a part of LiveGood, you have to you join with someone who's already a member of LiveGood. They have a link that they give you. Maybe the person who invited you would have a link, and you want to become. They give you that link, and you'll use it to sign up to become part of LiveGood. What you have to pay to join this company is $40 US. One time, never have to pay that again. Whenever you join, you join. Whenever you're a member, you're a member. All right? However, the only thing that else after your $40 that you pay, the only thing else that you maintain, you remember, is a membership. To maintain your membership, just like Amazon, just like, you know, Costco on all of these, to maintain your membership, you pay $9.95. An example of a membership would be Netflix. If you pay your $9.99 this month and you did not pay next month, then your Netflix is, you know, you don't have Netflix again for this month. When you pay again, you get your Netflix. That's what membership is about. To maintain the ability to benefit from the company, you pay your $9.95 a month. Now I'll show you what this $9.95, how effective it is. Another way that you can do it is pay for the entire year. And for the entire 12 months, you are covered. You don't have to worry about paying every month and forgetting, oh, did I pay or did I not pay? Nothing like that, right? And to pay for the year is just $139.95, $140. $140 will cover you for the entire year, whole 12 months. That way, when you do that, you actually save $20. You pay for 10 months, but get 12 months coverage. So that's even more persons are even coming on here. Now, with that $9.95 that you pay, you're given direct benefits right away. The moment you sign up with your $50, $40 to join, and the $9.95 for the first month, you are given a website called your corporate site. That website is your back office, where all of your transaction is made, where you sign up, where you sign up people, you get your link to sign up people and everything of that sort. Your information, where you do your shopping, where you get paid, you know, your online ledger, right? Everything you need to know about the company and everything that you want to tell persons about the company, the products and everything are there. The second thing that you were given is a Powerland landing page. This has a small video. You see this here, you press on that, and that video gives you a 5-minute video presentation of what LiveGood is all about, right? So Ben Glensky goes and gives you a 5-minute little synopsis. Nothing as much as I'm doing here, but it gives you a good idea of what it's all about. Persons get excited. There is, after the interview, if you want to join, reserve your position, and you sign up your name and you put in your email address, and then you are logged in. They send information into the email that you are sent on how you go ahead to pay your $40 and to join the company. All right. So this site is given to you for advertising purposes. Right? You send that to a friend, they look at the video and say, that is interesting. This product looks really, really good. Tell me more about it. It's your advertising, right? The other way that you advertise is it's linking persons up to the presentations that we are doing so that they could have the information more clearly. All right. Then you also get a retail site. The retail site that you're given with your name, the company literally puts all of their product and they build a web page for you. It's designed for you. It's in your name. When somebody linked up to that that code that they give you, that link code, like the one down here, it will lead them straight to your website. They would see, welcome to let me choose somebody from the list. They would say, welcome to Deborah Palmer's website. And there on Deborah Palmer's website, we have all of the products I have just mentioned. The company allows you, they build a web page for you to advertise and to sell the products for them, right? You can use that link and put it on your Facebook, put it on your Instagram, put it on your Twitter account, put it on your status. Person can see it and click on it, where the company allows, they give you the license to do that. You can advertise. And if persons click on that link, they see the product and they do a purchase, then the company shares the profits with you. I'll show you what they do. All right. So this is what you get for becoming part of LiveGood. Now, how do the company actually compensate you? There are 7 ways that the company there's 7 different ways that you can earn. Now, everybody don't qualify for all 7 at the same time, but I'll show you how. The Fast Start Weekly Commission is a commission that you can receive by when you invite somebody to this company, and somebody they like what they saw, they attracted to the product, and they join the company. If they do that, then the company actually gives you 50% of what the person brought into the company. Remember, you come into the company with $50, 40 and 10 for your first month. So that $50 that the company received, they keep 25 and they give you who brought that person into the company $25. It's the fastest way to make money in the company. The more you share, the more $25 come your way. Now think about it. You paid $50 to join the company. And by just telling two persons about the company and they come to join, you have made back your $50. You got $25 from that first person, 25 from the second person, you've made back your money that you joined. You have broken even. If you add a third person, that's profit. So by the third person that you bring into the company, you're already $25 your profit at $25. But there is no limit as to how many persons you can bring into the company. The more persons you tell, the more $25 come your way, right? And so for the first month, you might bring 10 persons. That's $250 you have made, and all you paid was $50. You see? So you're making profit almost instantly by sharing the idea. The company pays you for sharing the idea with others. That's it. Right? And that's a good way, a fast way of making, you get that every week. The week that you bring the person in, by the end of the week, Thursday night, the company pays and it sends it into your back office and you can withdraw it from there, right? Then there is another way that the company pays you, and that is the matrix. Every time that you come into the company, you are given two positions, one on the right and one on the left. Let me show you. On the right, you have this position, and on the left, you have this position. So you bring in your first two persons, you fill up your two positions. So, but you have a third person, because that's on the third person you begin to make your profit, on the fourth, and the fifth, and the sixth person. So if you have a third person, what happens? You have no direct position under you. So the company allows that third person to go under one of the persons that you have brought in. In other words, it's saying to you, not only have you fill in your position, but now you can help the people that you brought in, because they themselves may just be getting their foot where they have not understood it very well. They have not started telling others, but you can start helping them build a team. As they build that team, as you help them build a team, you benefit directly because you get your $25, but you also make some money in the matrix. I'll show you how much you make. Supposing you have 10 persons that you bring, where do you put them? It falls under your team. And so you're building a team, helping your teammate build a team. When they begin to also work and they probably get 2 or 3 persons, it also helps fill up the spots that are missing. So your first line is complete, your second line is complete, your third line gets completed. You can go up to 15 lines down, 15 levels down, right? If that ever gets completed, it will be a sizable amount of people, but it will earn you $16,000 every month, right? If you have 1,000 persons in the company, you are getting $250 every month. Why? Because the company pays you 2.5% of every person that is active in your family tree. So everybody is paying their $10 every month. 2.5% is just 25 cents. That's a quarter of, a quarter from every dollar, but every 4 persons give you $1. Now, over time, as you begin to build, it starts small, but as your team begins to build, and persons are also trying to get in, so they bring in persons into the company now is 820,000 persons. Obviously, it's working. People are bringing persons in, and some people have gotten to the diamond level and be making that $16,000 every month, right? Because they brought 2, 3, 4, they brought 10 persons. One of their teammates brought another 5, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing, and this is how it works. And so that's one of the methods that the company pays you. The third way the company pays you, if one of your teammates or your direct, somebody that you bring, did the same thing, replicate the same thing that you did, start bringing persons, referring persons to the company, and they're coming in, and supposing they made $100 in the matrix, the company will be paying you 50% of what your direct makes. Here's what the company is saying. You told that person about the idea. The person now have seen it and running with it and telling others. The same thing that happens to you happens to them as well. The company says, we are not just going to pay you one time. We are paying you continuously for your foresight, for your inviting of that person. The money that we are receiving from these persons every month, the $10 everyone is paying, we are sharing it among all those who have worked to bring us to where we are. The company is very generous. I call it the 50% company because it seems that everything the company makes, it shares, it keeps half and it shares 50% back and even more with the people that have brought it to where it is. Now, how many companies do you know after you went to the company, let's say you went to a restaurant and you went to eat there, wow, the food was good, and you come back the next day, you said, you know where we went for lunch? My husband and myself, we went to this restaurant. Have you tasted the food? It's really, really nice. We really enjoyed it. Guess what you just told your friend? You just told them about how good that company is, and you've just advertised that company to them. So what do you think they do when they have to go out? They go and sample that restaurant as well. Now, when they've done that, new sales have come to the company. Hardly do the company ask you who told you about us. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Suppose you say it was a friend who told me that they came to eat and they found the food was good and they brought it. You know what the company tell you? Thank you for patronizing our business. We are happy that you know that you were told. But they never tell you, give me your friend's name and let me send $100 for them for telling you about it. They don't tell you that. But LiveGood is saying, if you tell a friend and the friend join, we are going to compensate you for that. Imagine that. And not just one time, but it could be continuous residual. The more persons you tell, the more you help your team, the more you're going to get profit from it. As long as the company exists, right? And that's how LiveGood is different. Here's another way that LiveGood actually gives you money. When you have that website that they put in your name, you can now advertise that website to any of your social networking. You can do it on WhatsApp, you can do it anywhere. You can tell other persons about it. Supposing you're sleeping here and somebody happened to have read your WhatsApp that you sent for them with that link. In the middle of the night, they could go onto that website, see these products, read up about it and say, whoa, super rare, that's really nice. I want to have that. They will pay at a retail price because they're not an affiliate of the company as of that moment. They will pay, they'll see $24 for super red, they will pay $24. Guess what you have made? You have made a sale. Maybe unbeknown to you, but you have made a sale. The company registers that on their computerized system, registers that this super red was sold from your company, from your website, from your web page. And the company registers that, and at the end of the month, they would be paying, for the monthly commissions, they would be paying you half of the profit that they made on that product. So if they made $10 profit, they're going to keep half and they will give you half. If on your website, the person did not just buy Super Red, but they also they brought the protein and they brought the factor 4 and they brought the multivitamin and they made $100 profit, the company will be keeping 50 and selling 50 for you at the end of the month. You understand me? The more product that is sold on your website, the more you get half of it. Now, if you are ranking up, if you have, for example, have two persons you have added, you're not only settled with 50%, but the company gives you an additional 10%. So you make 60% of the profit. If you are silver rank, as you add up and you add in more persons, that you become a silver, the company gives you 70% of the profit, they keep 30%. So the higher your rank, the more you are actually able. If you ever get to diamond, you get 80% of the profit, and the company only keeps 20%. This company is very generous. That is why persons are joining this company, and they are actually seeing, something out of it, even if not just for the profit that they make for compensation, but they're actually benefiting directly from the products that they're using, and they're telling their friends about it, and people keep joining, right? I mean, just name it. Every week, sometimes over 20,000 persons are joining every week in this company, right? sometimes over 2,000, 3,000 sometimes a day joins the company. That is the reason. As soon as people hear it, they join up because it's different from what other network marketing companies have been doing. You don't have an obligation to buy products, to sell products, but if you choose to buy, you sell, you do. If you choose not to, you don't have to, right? And so persons don't have that hassle of having to call person up and say, will you buy this month? And no, I don't have. And can you please, I have this product, I need to sell it out and so forth. You don't have to be hassling people to sell products because you don't have that obligation. People buy product because of what they see it's doing for them and for their health, right? That is LiveGood. There is an influencer bonus if you're making a lot of sales for the company. You have maybe a pharmacy or something, and a lot of persons are buying from you, or maybe you have a health food store and you have these products, and a lot of persons. Supposing for the month you make $10,000 sales in the company. Well, they add to the 50% of profit, they add another 30. So you'll be actually coming out with 80% of the profit level. And if you ever made a $50,000 sales for the company for that month, well, they add another 50% to what you're already getting. 50 plus 50 is 100. You actually keep all the profit. So that's just another method that the company use to give you back money. And then you have the diamond pool. The diamond pool is for all persons who become a diamond in the company. What does it entails is that the sales for the company for the month is the sales for the company for the month. 2% of all the sales for that month is put in what is called a diamond pool, and all the people who have become diamond, they share it, they divide all the spoil evenly. When the first person became a diamond in the company, the 2% for the sales for that month represented $25,000. His name is Tim Miller. He became a diamond in 4 weeks. He was the first to become a diamond. He took all $25,000 because there's nobody else to share with him, because he's the only one. The following month, 2 more persons had reached the rank of diamond. So there were 3 diamonds. So you say, okay, well, this time they have to divide the $25,000 by 3. No. Each of them got $23,000. Why? Because for that month, the company had grown so much in sale that the 2% no longer represented 25,000, but it represented 69,000. The company had expanded over 3 or 4 times, almost 3 times in sales, because more persons are joining, more persons are buying. And so each of them divided the 69,000, they got $23,000 each. Today, there are, I think, I did check the figure early on, but I can't remember now. There are a lot more diamonds now, but each of them are still living with something upwards of $10,000 to $16,000, right? So everybody is aspiring to become a diamond. And then 2 of these individuals who become diamond have become what is called a crown diamond. It's a new position that have been opened for them because they have so much more volume. All right. So how do you get all that money? Well, the company, if you're American citizen, a US citizen, you get that money deposited directly into your bank. Company is American based. But for us who are in the international community, we're not American, we don't have American bank, then there is what is called a global e-wallet that you can join, as long as you have money, they invite you to join it, so that you can get your money paid into that global wallet. That global wallet is designed for you. You have the password for it. It keeps your money in cyberspace, basically, and you don't have to deposit it into a bank if you don't want to, right? But if you want to, you can. You can just have it to transfer it for a bank transfer into your thing, for a wire transfer. Or another way that you can actually make that e-wallet transfer your money is through a card called a prepaid card. I'll show you on the next slide what it's all about. Or you can ask them to deposit that money into a Bitcoin account, a crypto account, whichever is Binance or crypto. If you're into crypto, then you can actually give them the code, and then they will deposit that money there for you. The MasterCard that they have is a debit card. You can upload that money that is sent to you onto that MasterCard and use it wherever MasterCard is used. All right, you can go into the ATM and withdraw the money. You can use the point of sale and swipe it and pay for your groceries. You can go to a restaurant and, you can use it. You can make a reservation using the numbers here, and you can buy something on Amazon. It's a normal MasterCard debit card. Now, this is very important. This is really one of the things that resonated with me when I was told about it. MasterCard does not make contract with any company that's not registered with the IRS. In other words, it has to be a legitimate company that is IRS certified that MasterCard would make a contract with to produce their card on behalf of that company. That is a validation to you that LiveGood is not a hoax. It's not a Ponzi scheme or anything of that. So it's a real registered company in the US that is so transparent and so how would say that above board that even MasterCard has made a card available on behalf of that company for the clientele of these people of that company. And so I have actually ordered my thing. I actually have it in my hands. I didn't travel with it, but it's at home, right? So I have the card and I can use it to make purchases online, right? If I want to buy something online, I could use it. If I have money, of course, through LiveGood for my transaction, if I have money, I could use it to do it. So that's a good thing. Other persons would rather get paid through Bitcoin, Ethereum, Doge, whatever. If persons are into crypto, they would know all about that, and they can get paid that way through a company called BitPay. All right, and that's a good way of getting paid. So, having seen all of this presentation, the products, the compensation plan, and everything in between, you really want to be on board, right? Because we have shown and proven that this company actually works. It's legitimate. The products, I have them in my hands. Here they, right there. I travel with them because I need it. Vitamin D. I have my factor 4. I have my ageless. I have my protein. It looks like a smaller pack because that's my travel pack. I made it into a smaller pack. That's my super red. I travel with what I need, right? Because these products are too good for you to be leaving it at home and go and spend 2 weeks or 3 weeks or a month elsewhere. You go with your product, and so you can use it wherever you are. So becoming an affiliate member is the $50, as I said, or if you want to pay for the year, it's $140, and you're covered for the entire 12 months. And as soon as you're on board, you can start advertising, send your link out, inviting persons, and actually be getting your $25 as persons join, so you can start making money almost instantly with LiveGood. So having said that, let me just give a disclaimer. As with any business, individual success is based upon the individual's capacity, his expertise, his dedication, his motivation, right? If you have a desire and you have the motivation and you put in the work, you will see results. If you just sit down, do nothing, you will not see any profit. You might make one too late on something. Might take a time. You might have to wait for the overflow from other persons who are working, and that might take a long time. But if the more direct involvement you put, the more work, the more you will see benefit. And I think that's a legitimate way of doing business. If you work, you get. If you don't work, then as the Bible says, you're not supposed to be eating, right? And so it's with LiveGood. It's not a fly-by-night company. You're not going to get rich overnight. And if you put in effort, you put in some dedication, you put in some hard work, especially at the beginning, you will see results. All right. Having said that, we would end the recording here.